All right, so today we're gonna get straight into it like always. Today's topic. Last night, you crazy. Last night I posted a video of the footage of the fight that went down at LA Fitness. And y'all know me, I'm very positive. Everything I do has a play behind it. And even though I made a video where it was very entertaining, there's always an educational piece to it. The time has come. And here's the thing, I was very intentional about delivering the entertainment value. Can y'all hear me? Oh, there you go. All right, I don't know what was up with the internet. All right, let me get back to it. So, I was very intentional about what I do, how I do it, and of course, how information is distributed determines how people perceive things, right? So, here's the time. The time has now come for me to share what happened, why, where, when, how. All right? If you didn't already see, yo, I'm not going to be dealing with any jokes in the comments, y'all. If you didn't already see the video, it's on my stories. All right? So long story short, I'm going to say the quick version, and then I'm going to give you the full version after. Y'all chill in the comments, bro. Chill. Yeah, that's good. All right, so what happened was there's a guy. I'm going to call him, for the sake of this conversation, I'm going to call him Author. No, I'm going to give him a quicker name, easier name. DJ. We're going to use the name DJ. All right, so DJ, he's known in LA Fitness for having anger issues, right? He will throw the ball and punch the wall. He's that type, right? And I've been seeing him in LA Fitness playing basketball in the gym for at least 3 years now. I frequent LA Fitness, Buckhead, Atlantic Station, sometimes Snellville, because that's how I get my workout in. That's my recreational hobby, is playing basketball. That's how I keep this fat off my stomach. I play basketball. Upwards to 4 to 5 days a week. I'm low-key retired, y'all, so that's what I do. When I'm at a conference and I'm not at church, hosting a Bible study, things of that nature, I'm in the gym playing basketball, all right? So DJ, I see how he moves and how he acts. I'm like, yo, why is this dude always mad and angry? 3 months ago, he threw the ball at the ceiling where the lights are, broke the lights, and the whole gym was shut down for a week. This is the dude we're talking about, right? I've seen him try to square up with people. I've seen him call people out of their name. I've seen him do all the things that somebody who has anger issues does in that gym. And here's the thing. If anybody knows anything about LA Fitness, especially the basketball gym, a lot of individuals go in that gym to release their anger, to get away from their reality and the stress and the storms of their lives. That's just the reality of it, right? So think about it. Think about the framework of what's happening in this gym and how toxic a lot of them are. One, there's dozens of men competitive men who are gathering in the LA Fitness, who don't know each other, who have an individualistic mindset, meaning they didn't come here to unify or join a team to have some type of fellowship or camaraderie. No, that wasn't it. They're there with the individual mindset. They don't know each other. They're competitive. They're more than likely there to release some type of stress that they're having at work, relationship, a place to get away. They're playing a physical game, basketball, y'all. Physical game, while other men are watching, judging, critiquing, criticizing. Think about this space, right? It's very toxic if there aren't measures put in place to help prevent it, right? So I get when people get angry, but this individual DJ, his anger supersedes what most people do when they're in the basketball court. So, how do we get to the fight? I'm going to tell y'all the story. Real simple. I'm trying to ignore the comments, y'all.
This is crazy.
Yo, all right, so let me tell you what happened. So if anybody knows about pickup basketball, you call your downs, meaning you call next. So we played 5-on-5 already. My team lost. We lost. Mind you, the team that beat us, DJ was on that team. He beat us in the game. I get off the court, wait for the next downs. I call last. All right? So there's one game before me. That game plays, it's over with, so I'm supposed to be next. Right before my next was up, I get a phone call. I step out and say, yo, I'll be right back. I'm about to take this phone call. I come back. It's now my down. It's ready to go. DJ, who beat us, lost that game. And because he didn't know that I had next, he said, I got next now. So in his mind, he thinks he has next, not realizing that I actually had next, which is cool. A little miscommunication. He doesn't have the right information. That's cool. So I walk inside the gym. I'm like, yo, I got next. He said, no, I got next. Oh, here we go. Now I got to explain the situation. Cool, which is cool. I'm going to be patient with him. I'm going to be very logical and fair, bro. I got next. I just stepped out for a call. We on right now. There's no way possible that you have next because you beat me. Your team beat me. So there's no way possible that you got next. All right? So I'm explaining this. Then he says, no, I ain't going nowhere. He has the basketball in his hand. I ain't going nowhere. I got next. Right? I'm like, there's no way this guy's serious. Why is this dude so angry? And everybody who knows me, I'm very patient. I'm willing to talk things out. I cover. I give in. But in this situation, I know who I'm dealing with. Right? And when you give in to certain people like that, you always have to give in. And to the point where it's not fair. Right? So I'm communicating and I'm trying to get other people to let them know, like, look, tell this dude I got next. He wasn't trying to hear it. So we get closer. I said, bro, I got next. Watch out so we can play. He did not want to move. He said, y'all going to have to move me. That's what he said. He had the basketball in his hand. I said, bro, we're not trying to move you. Just get off the court, bro. Stop playing. Just get off the court. Make me get off the court and threw the ball at me. I said, here, I caught the ball. If you saw my video on my IG stories, I compared it to Matt Barnes. If you know the situation, Matt Barnes tried to make Kobe Bryant flinch by pretending to throw the ball at him. But he didn't pretend to throw the ball. He actually threw it at me, and I actually caught it. I caught the ball, and I put the ball down, right? Then as I put the ball down, I was like, yo, what the? Then he starts to square. He said, what? He starts to square up. Mind you, he has his friend with him, and they both square up at the same time. Right? Remember, I'm a lover. I'm not a fighter. I would 100% be the one to make sure that there's no fight going on, there's no violence, there's no altercation. We're going to talk things out. But it got to a point where I know that we just going to have to do what we call a friendly fade. For those who don't know, a friendly fade is a terminology that we use in LA. A friendly fade is a fight between friends, people who know each other, who have some type of issue that talking it out ain't gonna solve. Just quickly have a little fight session, get it over with, be cool at the end, and move on. And that's what I'm about. I'm from LA. I ran that play many times. Many times. Right? That's how I actually learned how to run the play. So I said, look, in the video, I try to get everybody to calm down. Right? That's the first thing. I have my composure. I'm like, yo, everybody just calm down. It's cool. If he wants to fight, I put my hand in the air. I said, we'll do one-on-one. What's crazy is, I tell people all this time, I'll rather fight 2-on-1. If they really want to fight, both of them fight me, it actually be easier to fight 2 people to 1. And it sounds counterintuitive, but it's actually easier for me to fight 2 people to 1. Don't ask me how I know. So I was willing to fight both of them at the same time, but I said, look, let's just have the one-on-one. Let's go to the back of the gym. Just me and you go to the back of the gym and let's just handle the friendly fade. After the fight, we'll be good. We're gonna play basketball together. We're not gonna think about it. We might even build an even tighter relationship from it, right? Because I don't have any animosity. I'm not mad at you. I don't want to beat you up. I just want to give you your issue because you want the issue. Fine, let's take care of the issue then. Right? Copaesthetically. Right? And I'm cool with that. People are like, yo, Matty, you're supposed to be a leader, spiritual leader, business leader, personal development leader. Why are you fighting? There's a time and place. I truly believe this. Right? And I believe certain things are God's will. Even if it wasn't the correct play, everything happens for a reason. Right? So mind you, go back to the story. I said, look, we're going to have this, we're going to run the 101. Let's walk over here. So I'm walking towards the
Somebody said he whooped him in Jesus' name.
Yo, chill. Chill. Yo, you play too much, bro. Listen, let me get to the story, y'all. We can play around after, bro. Listen, I said we're going to go into the room and we're going to catch this fade. Right? Real calm, composure. I'm not yelling. I'm not with the hoopla. I'm like, yo, let's just chill, calm down. Let's just go over there. So as we were walking, I'm not going to say kind of. I pushed him because, and it wasn't to like get no, like hitting. It was to push him out the way so we won't be walking together to the place that we're going to catch this friendly fade. So I wanted to push him outside, like, yo, you go over there. Let me go in front and walk in, and I'll be there waiting for you. Not us walking into the room at the same time. That would have been awkward. So for those who didn't know why I did that, that's why. So I pushed him, but it was kind of a little bit too hard. I forgot my strength. So I pushed him so hard that he said, he basically squared up. He wanted to fight right then and there. I said, all right, I messed up. We're going to catch the fade. So I square up. As you see in the video, I square up. I throw the first punch. I know when it comes to fight, I'm not going to allow you to throw the first punch. I'm going to throw the first punch always. Same thing in basketball. When I have a basketball, I'm going to be the first one to shoot. I tell everybody that every time. I'm guaranteed to shoot that ball first. Right? There's an advantage of that. So I throw the first punch. I wasn't even trying to connect or anything. Throw the first punch. Right? As you saw. He came in. I keep my distance. Hit. I said, oh yeah, he don't know how to fight. It's a wrap. And you saw what you saw. Right? So I hit him with a straight, hit him right here in his mouth. He's all, this is a buff dude, right? He's shorter than me. I'm 6'4". He's like 5'8", 5'9", maybe. But he's like, he got some weight on him, right? And he's super fast and athletic. But I know that don't matter. When it comes to fighting, just keep my composure, stay the distance, throw this straight. That's all I need. I don't gotta do no haymaker, none of that. Just straights. And as you saw. So I hit him with the straight. And he starts wilding out. I hit him with another straight. Then he got too close. Big. He turns around, hit him back in his head. Then I hit him back in his head. He falls forward. And I get him in the chokehold, like a headlock. Right? I can choke him out at this point. All I want to do is restrain him. Let him know who's in, or lack of better terms, who's in charge here. Again, with all humility and I'll let him know who was in charge. So I had him in a headlock. He's still moving around, scrambling. We fall to the ground. Mind you, remember, you probably asking, where's his boy at? That squared up on me. He was watching. Then once he saw that his boy was taking the L, he ran over there and was like, talking all this mess. I'm like, yo, as I had his boy in the headlock, I was like, yo, hold him, make sure he doesn't do nothing while I'm over here. I can't do nothing because I'm on the floor, having him in the headlock. Make sure you got him restrained. And that's what actually happened. Somebody on the court, Kalen is his name, ran and grabbed him. If you saw in the video, grabbed him to stop him from doing anything, which he wasn't going to do anything in it at all. But he's all barked. Anyways, so I get up now. I'm thinking it's over. We ran the friendly fade. Let's get back to basketball. Now you know who's down it is. Now you know who's down it is. It's my down. You took your L. A lot of people just shoot for it. We shot the fade for it, which is cool. I'm trying to be gracious here. So as I'm getting up, somebody on the court was like, all right, you got him, bro. It's over with. You got him. All right, just finish it. It's over with. As I'm walking, as you see in the video, he's still talking. And his boy, like talking like that, like nothing just happened. Talking crazy. I see him getting ready to square up again, but I get it. I'm not stupid. he doesn't want to take that L, which is, I get it, right? Anybody with that type of anger in them and ego does not want to take that L. Cool, let's run it back. It was even worse. It was even worse this time. I stayed back, as you can see. Hit him with the jab again. With the straight. That's all I'm doing is straights. That's all I need to do. I got the length. All I got to do is straights. This time, I hit him with the straight. He gets close up. Beat. It was nine punches. I think 3 of them hit. It was a furry. That's why I look furry. I hit him on the mouth again. He starts bleeding bad at this moment. Like, I was like, I see the blood. I punch him again. Then he turns around, as you saw in the video. He's behind me. Then we square up again. And I forgot what happened. What happens? He charges me. Again, he charges me, and this time I grab him by his head, but his hair, he got a whole set of hair. So I grabbed his hair and threw him against the wall, and 3 of his dreads came out of his hand. I was like, yo, what the heck? This is real? His dreads fell out, and I cut this off in the video. His dreads fell out. Some of a dude named BK on that court picked up his dreads and started dancing with him. Yeah. This is crazy. This is crazy. He starts swinging it around, and his boy is still talking mess. Why are you grabbing here? Bro, I wasn't even trying to grab his hair. That was the situation. He kept on ducking his head, and what am I going to do if somebody's rushing me and ducking their head? Other than grab their head and get them to a position where we can get back in motion. Right? But it was over with after that, right? It was done data. So it's done. He walks off. I said, we good. Mind you, there's a whole crowd watching. And if you go to LA Fitness, there's everybody that was in the gym was there watching through the glass. It was like this. I'm like, oh my goodness. So we see the police come in, security guard. Mind you, remember, I have relationships with everybody. I know all the police officers. I know all the security guards. I know them. So I knew it was going to be no issue, but they came in and they didn't know who they just got a call that there was a fight. They didn't know who fought. By this time, we were already on the court playing basketball again. Yes, the dude I fought, he was on the court playing basketball. We just ended up playing basketball and everything it looked normal. Mind you, I see him licking his lips and spitting the blood out of his mouth on the corner of the court and licking his lips to make sure that the police officers don't know that was him that was fighting. I'm just laughing, and I'm still cooking. I didn't get that footage, matter of fact. In the game, I was cooking. Hit it 2, spin around, pass the dime, and we won. Game over, right? So I asked myself, I'm like, all right, I'm going to need this footage. You know me, I Mr. Document the process because I got to evaluate the situation. Word spreads very quickly in that gym. People start to let people know, call, yo, Matty got in a fight, Matty got beat up somebody, it spread quickly, like wildfire. E will tell you, E texted me, he said, yo, you got in a fight. I'm like, how you know? He wasn't even here. He sent me a video. I'm like, who recorded the video? So the video he sent me, I'm like, oh, dang, it don't look too good for him on the video, right? But then I got the actual footage, and then I posted it last night while we're at my boy's birthday, Timmy's birthday. I posted the video of the fight while at the lounge. Literally in the lounge, I posted the video. My DMs is going crazy. People like, yo, Matty, I didn't know you had the heads. Yes. But I'm not promoting the violence. I need to give you the backstory. The backstory was he was trying to bully the playmaker, right? And typically, what you should do as far as conflict resolution is try to talk it out, right? We tried to talk it out, it didn't work. I knew the only way for us to move forward with this situation is to give him what he wanted, which I was cool with, knowing that I wasn't going to try to hurt him, right? Physically, right? So I know I had composure. I spoke with a specific firmness of my voice, articulating what the play was going to be. We're going to have the fight. It's going to be a wrap. We're going to move over. And that's exactly what happened. To the point where we end up playing ball right after, right? So, of course, though, I'm going to post the video. So I posted the video, and my DMs was flooded. And some people actually sent me a message like, yo, Matt, you shouldn't delete this, man. This ain't a good look. You're supposed to be a leader. Why are you posting fighting on your page? There's some people that gave me the feedback like, yo, I knew I have respect for you already for the business plays, but now I got a whole other respect for you because I didn't know you could fight. I didn't know you had ass. I got a bunch of messages like that, right? And I don't fight for that. I didn't fight for that. I fought because we had to run the friendly fade play. We had to run the friendly fade play. And do I regret it? I do not. Because hundreds of people that told this man. Hear me. Can y'all hear me? Hope y'all can hear me. He said, bro, you really whipped him. And I asked him, do you remember him? He said, oh, y'all can't hear me. How you doing? Oh, shoot.
Now I can.
Oh, man, it was on you. It was working. All right, let me show y'all this this video. I'm going to show y'all the receipts now. All right, so here's an example, right? So I sit here, somebody sent me a DM and said, yo, I played with dude, he's super aggressive. Then he said, you on the next level. No, that's not, my whole point was some people know him and he's known for being super aggressive, always wanting to fight, can't talk it out. He said, look it, people say he deserved it, bro, he be tripping. Like, this is the feedback that everybody's saying that knows him and sees him in the gym from Camp Creek, Buckhead to Atlantic Station. Right? He said, bro, you really whipped him. I said, you remember him? Yeah, I do. I'm glad you whipped him. His annoying ass. Right. You see that? You see the feedback there. Right? And this is not to defame him. I'm just telling the story. All right? Let me show you guys some other receipts to some of the DMs I was getting. He said, oh, this is my brother. Flashback to receipt. I beat up some dude. Never mind. Let me not get on that.
My DMs are in shambles.
My boy Isaiah.
Isaiah, this man, listen.
You see it?
I'm not a fighter.
He says, bro, you whipped his.
I did the Lord's work. I'm trying to tell y'all, if y'all don't understand, this man always wants to fight somebody.
Yo, I got DMs where dudes was like, yo, thank you so much for fighting him. He deserved it. You did the Lord's work. That's how toxic he was in that gym, right? We're not talking about some random person. He was a quote-unquote gym bully with anger management issues, all right? Let me continue sharing some of the video, the pictures. Look at this one. He said, I said, somebody responded and said, no, he be in the gym too. I said, you know, he be wilding in that gym. He said, bro, all the time. So I'm showing these receipts to let you know who we were dealing with. Again, I don't hate the dude at all. Let me turn the comments back on because I know y'all want to be in there. I don't hate the dude. And I have no issue with him at all. Actually, matter of fact, I'll show you the receipt on this. I DM'd him. I said, what's your number, bro? I want to apologize for us having to get into it. I don't regret it, right? I don't regret it happening. But I still want to apologize that we even had to do it in the first place, right? So he responded back and said, I'm straight. I'm not tripping. I don't hold grudges. It's over with, right? I can tell outside that gym, he might be a good dude. Outside the gym. But here's the thing. I told you how that gym is. That gym is toxic, right? So if you have issues and you bring it in the gym, it's gonna be problems for people, and it can get you beat up or get you shot and killed. People get shot and killed in LA Fitness, right? We see it all the time. Why? Because like I mentioned before, it's a toxic environment of men, black men usually, aggressive black men who are very competitive, who don't know each other, who are there with an individualistic mindset, who are there to release their stress of work, their relationships, who are now playing a physical game, right? Physical game while other men are watching. Think about the ingredients of that bowl, that toxicity, right? But the question now is, what can you do? What can we do to solve this issue from happening? What can we do to have fights not happen? There's a couple things. Here, I'll show some things I realized. I wrote it down. Here, look. This is the thing. Here's the thing. If you know anything about playing basketball at LA Fitness or any pickup game, really, these are the 8 major things that happen, y'all, in these pickup games. One, there's going to be an argument over who plays next. Fell victim to that one. An argument on how long the game is. An argument over the score. An argument over a foul. An argument over a call violation. And think about how detailed I am on when it comes to realization. I don't ever let a situation happen without evaluating and understanding the lesson, the blessing, the realization, any mistake I may have made, anything that I did do that was right. I'm evaluating. I document everything, bruh. Completely. Nobody asked me to do this. This is what I do. Right? What are some other reasons why people get arguments and issues in the basketball court? Argument over getting dropped off of a team, getting insulted. Listen, there's nowhere other than the basketball court where you'll get called broke, you're trash, you BAN. You'll get called out of your name a million times in that court. Right? And you get taunted. Right? You get taunted, like meaning like somebody's going to want to flex on you to want to fight. What's up? You want to fight? What you want to do? Right? All these things happen. These are the 8 major things. So if I'm a GM of the LA Fitness, I'm going to evaluate what issues are happening in my gym because it's actually affecting the business. For those who have a membership, they just deal with it. They just accepted that these are the things that happen. And if I got to fight, I got to fight. If I don't got to fight, cool. No, that's not how it should be. Right? So these are the core issues because of these things right here. Remember, I mentioned in the basketball court, dozens of people come into that gym who are very competitive, who don't know each other, who have an individualistic mindset, who are typically coming to release some type of stress, then they play a physical game together, and then they're watching each other, critiquing each other, judging each other, right? That's usually the case, especially with unorganized basketball. So the question is, what are some things that could have been done to prevent the situation? I actually documented this, but let me show you some things that I've done, right? 1, I paid $500, y'all, last year to purchase a clock. This is literally, I bought it right here, matter of fact, purchased October 2020. I'm invested in making sure that people don't fight. I'm invested in when people go to the gym, they are getting their value and time worth. Right? So I paid $500 out of my pocket and gave it to the LA Fitness and Atlantic Station. Facts. This is it right here. Right? Receipts. Right? And this was a game changer. This shot clock was a game changer because now we have a scoreboard. Remember, there's 8 reasons why arguments happen in the gym. One of them was argument over the score, right? And the other one was argument over how much time is being spent because the people are waiting. And then they start arguing and being impatient and mad and complaining. So that killed 2 of the issues that was happening. Then another issue is calling fouls. In organized basketball, there's something called a referee. So you don't have to worry about arguing amongst each other. There's a third party who's supposed to be unbiased that regulates the flow of the game. Right? But unfortunately, we didn't have that. But by God's grace, the LA Fitness that I go to hired a gym monitor. Meaning somebody who's going to be in the gym, manning the clock, and at his best ability, his name is Gio, try to make sure that everything is copacetic. No issues. Right? This is the only gym. There's 2 gyms. I think Camp Creek has it. But this gym, it happened because I asked for it. Right? Because I didn't want nobody fighting. I didn't want nobody calling each other. I used to be confused. I'll play basketball at LA Fitness. I'll shoot a shot, miss it. You trash, you beat. I'm like, why I gotta be a B-A-N? I was so confused when I was getting called out my name. I was like, yo, why? I literally asked the dude that question. I said, yo, why you gotta call me that? He said, man, this is basketball. And he just went in on me. Then my arrogance kicked in. I'm like, bro, he does not know who I am. Right? Then he started calling me broke. I got called broke. I never got called broke so many times in my life other than in that gym. Oh, we know I ain't broke, right? So imagine not being broke and then multiple people during a basketball game always calling you broke, a B word, an N word, an F word, and every word while you're in there. Mind you, I'm in an environment where I get all the love in the world, all the love and appreciation. I'm in a very, very healthy, nutritious environment, whether it be in my home, conferences, everywhere I go. But in the gym, I'm hearing the exact opposite. You a B, you trash, you this, you that. I'm like, yo, this is driving me crazy. Then my arrogance kicks in. I got exposed. Remember, it's easy to be humble. It's easy to be a nice person. It's easy to be a certain way when you're in a healthy environment. But God puts you in situations where your character can get exposed while in negativity. Okay, how you gonna act in this situation? Right? I failed the test in the beginning. I ain't gonna lie. Right? I was talking back. Right? I stopped cursing, but I was saying things that like it wasn't gracious. I'll put it like that. Then I caught myself. I'm like, yo, why am I putting myself in an environment where I have to act like this? Why I gotta talk like this? But I was between a rock and a hard place. I didn't want to stop playing basketball because where else am I gonna play? I'm not gonna play outside. I'm not gonna, these open runs are far and in between. LA Fitness was super convenient. So I didn't want to give up the LA Fitness play, but I was tired of the toxicity. So I got to figure something out. One of the things was I realized that I wasn't getting any respect. Right? So this is the play that I ran. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give y'all the play that I ran, and it worked by God's grace. First, when I got in the gym, the first thing you typically do is ask who got next. He said hands. Bruh, who got next? And they'll look at me up and down. I don't know. I didn't know what it is. For some reason, when I asked, yo, who got next? Okay. Matter of fact, I'm going to keep going with this one. Usually when I ask, yo, who got next? And they say, I do. Then I say, yo, can I run with you? So typically when you ask somebody if you can run with them, they'll look you up and down and see if you can hoop. For some reason, I would never get looked. I was like, he'd be like, yo, I got 5 already. He don't got 5. Right? This was in 2019. Right? I don't know what it was. I said, I don't look like a hooper. Do I look like I'm trash? Right? So I realized that perception, it may be reality. Right? Perception. So what did I do? I said, I'm going to start. First off, I lost weight. Right? To look a little bit more athletic because I didn't look athletic. Right? That's one thing. Then I came in there dressed like a hooper versus some dude who just want to play basketball. So I was very intentional about how I dressed to the point where I invested in better shoes, better shorts, and a shirt. I'll show you the play. I don't know if you guys remember this. Remember the stimmy play? This is the reason why I start looking up shorts. And as I was looking up nice basketball shorts, I realized I could sell them. This was during the pandemic, 2020, early 2020. I'm giving y'all some game, so pay attention. I turned a problem into an opportunity. So I'm buying shorts. I'm like, yo, these are fresh. So when I walk in the gym, I'm going to get some type of look, right? So I bought the shorts and I realized, dang, I'm getting these shorts for $6, $11. I can actually sell these, right? And that's what I did. I came up with the stimmy play. There's a lot of people who got the stimulus check. I said, yo, what you can do is you can buy things like basketball shorts and sell them in the gym. And that's exactly what I did. I bought them for me, but I didn't keep it for myself. That's the bar. So as you guys see, I documented. I went inside the gym. And what did I do? I came in there with a bag full of shorts and started selling them. Do I need the money? No, I was documenting the process of me getting the things that I wanted while making money doing so. Oh, so many bars. So many bars. A playmaker's gonna play. So I'm in there selling the shorts that I'm getting from the supplier. As you can see, $6. I got receipts. I always got the receipts. And I'm selling the shorts. Then I find the NBA shorts. I'm in there. Bro, I walked to the gym. Everybody ran to the gym. So what can you learn from this? remember, I wasn't getting the respect that I wanted, right? Every man wants some type of respect, but I wasn't getting the respect that I wanted. So what do I have to do? Provide value. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all thought I was going to be here talking about fights all day. We talking about the plays, baby. We talking about the plays. We talking about the plays. So I need to add some value. I need to let people know, okay, they don't know I'm a business person. They don't know who I am on social media because they don't got me on social media. Let me show them how I run plays in real life. So I'm in the gym, and I'm telling them and teaching them how I'm doing it. I got these shorts from a website called AliExpress. I paid for them $6 each. It took 2 weeks. I got them. Now you see them here. And if you wanted these shorts, I sell it to you for $35 each. That's the play I ran. Look, I got the shorts on, fresh. I look a little bit more athletic. So next time I'm walking to the gym, they look me up or down. All right, I got you. Right? It starts to increase my value. Right? Then here's the next bar. Right? And here's proof that I was making money selling these dang shorts. Remember, you already know. I'm already good financially. But I'm on there selling $35 shirts to make a point. I'm selling 35 shirts so I can serve. I'm selling 35 shirts so I can increase my value. I'm selling $35 shirts so I can teach other people how to make income. I'm documenting the process. Right? So now I know how, if I look better, I feel better. If I feel better, I play better. If I play better, get paid better. Shout out to Deion Sanders. So I got the look now. Now I got the shorts, I got the shirt, now I gotta get the shoes. So I did some research. Y'all. What are the most expensive shoes I can wear that gets the most respect in the basketball gym? And you already know. The Kobe Grinches. Very hard to get. I called my boy Givenchy. I was like, do you got these Kobe Grinches? He said, yeah, I got them for $9.50. You want them? Run it. Pull up on me at the LA Fitness. I never even posted this. I document everything. And when it's time to post it, it's time to post it. Right now. I never posted this video. I recorded it knowing one day I'll need to post this. And the time is now. So I recorded a video of him pulling up on me at the LA Fitness and me investing. I didn't pay for some shoes. I invested in some shoes and documented the process. $900. $900 Kobe Grinches. Right? So I know that these are a value adder, respect attractor in the gym. I'm running the play. Very strategic. I don't buy things to show off. I buy things to show on. Perception is reality. So I invest in $950. Think about it. How many shoes could I have bought for $950? 9 pairs. But I chose those because those get the most respect in the gym. Remember, I was tired of all these B words and N words, and it's not like, bro, I can hoop, right? I was tired of all the disrespect for people who didn't know me. So now I got to show my value in real life, not just online. All right? So I buy the shoes. I put them on. I'm now in it, feeling good. Got the fresh shorts. Got the fresh shirt. I got the hat to the back. I got the Kobe's on my feet. Now when I walk into a gym and they don't know who I am, they're like, okay, we got you next. The respect level start to increase. I'm telling y'all real case study, y'all. Real life case study. I was no longer getting called B words. I was no longer having to wait an hour to get picked up. It all ended once I started running this play. Real life, right? And then God allowed me to take it up a notch. Right? God allowed me to take it up a notch. So how did that happen? By God's grace, I started doing podcast interviews. The podcast interview, shout out to him 500. He invited me to do a podcast interview to link with Wallow and Gilly. So I linked up with Wallow and Gilly in Atlanta. They had me on their podcast interview, and they put my segment on somebody everybody says I look like. Rest in peace to Young Dolph. The Young Dolph video goes viral, getting millions of views, and my interview is in that segment, in that video, in that interview. All the street dudes, all the hustlers, all the rap feds, they saw that interview and they saw me and they started to wait, hold up, I know that dude, he be at the gym. The influence, the respect increased to the point where next time I walk to the gym, oh man, I see you on that interview. Man, you on our team. It was night and day. I literally saw it. Literally saw it. Right? Literally saw it instantly. The respect level, the interactions, the engagement, the responses, completely night and day. I'm like, dang, thanks to God, it's better now. It's no longer being as toxic as it was before. Right? Instead of blaming other people, I figured out how to run the play for myself. If I have an issue, I realize it's you. Let me figure it out. Stop, don't complain, train. So that's what I did. Right? So I get on these interviews, people start to say, yo, man, what's your Instagram, man? I see you all over the internet. I start following everybody. If you know me on Instagram, if I meet you in person, I follow you. Right? I'm following almost 7,000 people. I really like to connect. I'm not that type of person that don't be following nobody. And it's cool if they don't want to follow nobody. I get why. But for me, I follow the people I meet in person. So they started saying, damn, I didn't know you was like this, bro. Right? Now they're getting to know me. Right? The place that I'm frequenting now, I'm starting to get a familiar face and people are co-signing me. Right? And before, I ain't gonna lie, back in 2019, if I was to grade how I play basketball out of a 1 to 10, it was a strong 4. Strong 4, and I'll tell you why. All that toxicity, all the B words, it threw my motivation. I used to miss layups. I used to do guaranteed missing layups. I'm like, yo, how am I missing these layups? I'm like, damn, I am trash. But I realized it was the lack of motivation and confidence I had because I was in a toxic situation. Once I started getting a boost of confidence, once I started to get respect and love and support and appreciation, my game went from a 4 to 6, a 6 to 7. I'm a strong 8 now because the confidence level, right? You see the highlights, you see the videos. Of course, we have our good games, bad games. I'm not no freaking NBA star, but I'm a value asset on the court to the point where now, even if I lose, Matt, we want you. We still picking you up. That's how the play was ran, right? I didn't complain. I trained. This is the bar, right? It went from arguing, almost getting in fights to, no, we got mad. We good, right? So that was the flow of what was happening, right? Now, I'm now increasing my value. I'm connecting with people in the gym, but it's still, at the end of the day, there's still a fundamental problem in the LA Fitness. Fundamental problem. The fundamental problem is black men specifically are gathering in this gym with selfish motives. They don't go in there and say, yo, I want to go to the LA Fitness and collaborate and compete, right? You still got to compete because you're playing 5-on-5, but I still want to collaborate. I want a fellowship. No, I want to go to LA Fitness to play basketball, to win. By all means, it's all about me. I'm focused on me. And how do I know that's the mindset? Because nobody goes in this gym, from my experience, and introduces themselves before the game. They don't even ask that person's name. They say, who's there? Who got next? All right, bet. Can I run? Bet. They don't, hey, what's going on? My name's Marty. I do this. What's your name? They don't go around introducing themselves. That alone will completely change the dynamic of the gym if everybody introduces each other respectfully. Right? Now there's a sense of, okay, there's a sense of, what's the word I'm looking for? There's a sense of decency, right? I'll use that. There's a sense of decency. Even though this person is a stranger, at least I know that person's name, right? So when they call a foul, I'll respect it instead of arguing to the death of it, right? When they call a foul, even if you didn't foul them, you still respect them enough to honor it. But that doesn't happen when you're amongst strangers that turn into enemies, right? And I realize a lot of the men in there don't have any personal development. They're not in a relationship where they have mentors, coaches, and trainers, right? That's not it. So if LA Fitness really wanted to increase their funds, their membership, and the promotion that happens in the gym, I would highly recommend that these men, they do events where they help men who are members invite on conflict resolution, fellowship, unity, showing each other love, getting to know each other, community. It's called an LA Fitness membership. Think about this. There's dudes in the LA Fitness paying money, $35 a month to be in there to fight. That's wild. That's not how the foundation is supposed to be set. A membership is supposed to feel like a community. It's supposed to feel like, yo, when I go in there, it's a safe place. There's people with common interests, common mindset, and common heart. Like-minded individuals, like-hearted individuals. But that's not the case. It breeds a bunch of people who have ulterior motives, who have individualistic mindset, scarcity mindset, trauma, all gathering together in one place. Wondering why there's fights. In LA Fitness, the only thing they'll do is if anybody knows LA Fitness, the most they'll do to stop a fight or people pulling out guns is tell you not to put your bag inside the gym. That's it. No gym monitors, no scoreboards, no conflict resolutions, no nothing, no mentorships, no events, no nothing. No real things that are going to solve a problem. So if LA Fitness is not going to do it, guess who has to do it? We have to step up and volunteer through example, advocate it. But you might be saying, well, how are you doing that by still fighting? Again, there's a difference between fighting out of anger and having a friendly faith. It's called a friendly faith for a reason. Which is for those who don't know, this is the reason why the topic is the topic. If you go to my Instagram page, you'll see a video of me catching somebody's faith and delivering the hand stool. Right? And for those who don't know, somebody will say, yo, Manny, why you fighting? You never know. He might be embarrassed and might want to shoot you or do something to you when you're not paying attention. I already squashed the situation with him. For those who don't know, oh shoot, I squashed the situation with him. I already showed the receipt. This is it. I sent her this message, as y'all can see. Right? I said, yo, what's your number, bro? I want to apologize for us having to get into it. He said, you straight? I'm not tripping. I don't hold grudges. It wasn't personal at all. Right? I do believe that he had to go through that, though, because he for sure should be humbled from that situation. He should be humbled from that fight, realizing that God complex does not work, right? And just because I laid hands on him doesn't mean that I should be like, yo, I catch anybody's fade now. No, right? Some people win some, you lose some. Some win more than some lose more than some. I'm not the type of person now to be in the gym. Who wants the fade? Imagine, yo, when I went into the gym today, everybody's like, yo, we don't want no problems. Everybody's just clowning. No, I know everybody in there. They're like, no, we don't want no praise for Manny. That's the best, but that's not what it is. I didn't do that to have that type of aura. I'm not a fighter at all. Again, sometimes a fade has to happen so things can fade. Oh, go crazy. That's the bar. Sometimes the fade has to happen so things can fade. And I believe that's what happened. He said the hands play, the beat play. Right? So that's the backstory on what happened, how it happened, when it happened, where it happened, how it happened, why. All right? I explained it. So now you understand my mindset, y'all. For those who don't know me, there's always a play. I don't just do things for entertainment value. I may lead to it because if I didn't lead with entertainment, I would not have had 18,000 people in my stories. People DMing me that haven't DM'd me. People laughing. It would have been funny if I just led with education. Sometimes you got to lead with entertainment, and then through that attraction you get, I then say, all right, let's sit down, let's talk about it. Let's talk about what the play was. So I can give some insight on the mindset, right? He said the knockout play is crazy. And I didn't knock him out. There's a reason why, again, I wasn't trying to knock him out. I was trying to lay hands so he knows who's in control, and if I wanted to, I could. But that's not the play. That's not the reason why we did it. He needed to get that aggression out, and he needed to be humbled. And that's what ended up happening. So, what's your perspective, my boy? I got Trail CEO here. Notorious fighter. Notorious fighter. Who can beat up anybody, but they don't want the fade. What's your perspective on the situation?
Hey, you should have walked away.
Okay, talk to him. What should I do?
And
why?
That's me being real.
What should I have done and why? For those who don't know, you can introduce yourself and let them know. So I played basketball with him at the LA Fitness. He just happened not to be there that day.
It's a good thing I wasn't there either.
All right, so what's your take?
So, I, just being where I'm from, every time I had a fight, I lost. And it's not because I didn't have the physicality or the ability. Every time I fought, I either had a gun to my head, I had to watch my back. I didn't lose many fights after high school. Like, I got to the point where I was boxing. And I got picked on a lot. So it got to a point where I'm really skilled with my hands. So people don't like getting beat up by the nerd. People don't like getting beat up by the dude y'all was picking on the lane. So I realized every time I fought somebody, the embarrassment factor would backfire on me. So even in the gym in LA Fitness, like Matty know, a lot of them dudes be trying, but Matty knows I know how to fight. I got mad videos of me boxing. So Matty seen it. Knocking out 6'5" dudes.
Actually, I learned this straight from him.
I be teaching him how to fight. So it's crazy, and he still did it wrong. But it's crazy that I'm always scared to fight. Not because of the person, because of the outcome. I have not put literally recently.
Don't fall for the troll.
No, I'm not going to. Listen, recently at the gym at the Wednesday hoop session, somebody threw a punch at me. I completely went under it in my boxing stuff that I was taught, in my stance, weaved it. I literally could have threw a hook, cleared him. I didn't do it.
Let me see that bicep. This boy Chris.
And if I hit him with one of these, he gonna be doing these. So, I'm being funny, but for real, I do not like fighting. I've never had a fight where it didn't come back. That's why I say every fight that I won, I lost. Every fight. So Matty doing what he's doing, I was against all of it. I was like, bro, listen, bro. Especially because I know the dude crazy.
You think he's crazy?
Man, something's off. Something's off. I personally feel like Matty could have walked away from the whole situation.
No.
You ask me, what do I think?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, as my brother, spiritually, everything, Jesus got spit on, hit, Jesus walked away.
I don't agree. Like I said,
it's okay. I'm just saying. You ask me what I think. That's
everything happens for a reason.
Everything happens for a reason.
And I explained the reason.
Yes. But
and we wouldn't be here talking about it if it didn't happen.
Because somebody got some value out of this for sure. But what I'm saying is, even the dude, I'm glad I wasn't there because y'all wouldn't even have this. If I was there, so I think Jacoby said I should have been there to handle that friend. As soon as that friend would have walked up, it wouldn't have been a grab. I'd black out when I get violent.
I ain't like that.
I don't know. Like Matty's able to say.
Y'all saw the video.
Yeah,
my
Matty's
composure.
He's able to hold back.
I'm composed. I'm very intentional. It's not all this rah-rah.
Yeah, no.
What I did was really self-defense. Because remember in the video, he threw the ball at me, swung, and this is not his first time wanting to fight me. All right, it's almost, I got to walk on eggshells around him every time.
He tried me before. Remember? He pushed me.
Oh, see? Oh,
yeah. So, he pushed me.
That's what I'm talking about.
And Matty literally told me, don't do nothing. That's how you know some things are God's will, because I could have did something. And it would have been way worse than what Matty did, because Matty knows how to hold back. Once I get throwing punches and elbows and I start getting, and I get scared and I black out.
Bro, I seen this dude black out. I'm like, yo, who is this?
It's different. Like,
he got anger issues too, so.
Not like that though. It's like I don't like being talked. I don't like being disrespected. Obviously, I understand that me not wanting to be disrespected is an ego problem and arrogance and pride and trauma. Anytime someone makes you angry or hurts your feelings is because your pride is in the way. No one owes me the ball just because I'm wide open. Just like nobody owes me a job. Just like nobody owes me respect or loyalty. So the fact that I can go on the basketball court and start having expectations that I don't have in the real world. When I was homeless, I didn't expect nobody to help me. But I go on the basketball court and expect somebody to pass me the ball? That's crazy.
That's wild.
That's crazy. So I know how to take accountability for my issues. But I'm working on it. I'm a life coach. So I have to continue to work on it. But I'm not perfect.
That's a bar. That's a bar. So yeah, that's the situation. So I had to get on this live to make sure everybody understood the backstory, the context, and had understanding on why, when, where, how, and who the situation happens. I don't ever justify. I do things with intention. And if somebody understands it, good. You have the data points now. And I write somebody off to not understanding it because you're not accepting the data points. I'll give you a perfect example. Perspectives are usually determined based off of people having a vantage point and the information that they receive. But here's the even crazier thing about opinions and perspectives. If you receive the same information, it's getting filtered through your life experiences. So whether you receive the same information as somebody else, they may view it differently because they've been through something differently in their life. Completely, right? Even if they had the same data points. So it's my job to give all the full information with the receipts and the deets, and then hopefully you understand where I'm coming from, why I did the things I do, how I move, how I think, how I operate with consistency. I move with consistency, right? There's a track record how I move, right? And how I make my decisions. I don't do things for laugh value or entertainment value. Even though I'll use entertainment, at the end of the day, there's always the substance, something that we got to take out of it. So I got actually, when I posted that video, I got calls from people that I highly respect. They're like, yo, delete that video. Why are you posting a video of you beating up somebody? That's not godly. That's not what a prophet would do. That's not what a leader would do. Because they don't understand. I understand the perspective, right? I understand why somebody would have that perspective to say these things and bring it up. However, there's a play. So wait till the end to understand the play so you can be able to then have your perspective and your piece, right? So that's how I move and that's how I operate. And y'all saw from this live, there was a master plan, right? And a lot of people don't know. People are like, yo, man, how did you have composure? A lot of people don't know. In 2019, I was doing Taekwondo. You see that stance? That was the same stance in that fight. I was practicing Taekwondo on Tuesdays and Thursdays for about 60 days, paying, I think it was $300 a week, right? But why did I choose Taekwondo? Because I'll show you why. I documented it. Here, I don't play no games. So y'all know, I don't just be talking. Make it think sound. Here, I documented why I signed up for Taekwondo. 30-day Taekwondo training program plan. Why do I want to practice Taekwondo? I wrote this whole document, y'all. It said, oh, MMA head. First, why did I start wanting to do Taekwondo? To improve my muscle tone and appearance. Better posture. This was key. Posture. The way your body language is and how you have your posture, it elevates your confidence, level of respect, perception. It's so important. I wanted to increase my flexibility, my stamina, my concentration and focus, my coordination, my balance, and my body awareness, right? Some of the attitude, character, and mindset I want to develop. Most people just want to learn Taekwondo just because they want to learn how to fight people and beat up people. That's a horrible mindset. Trash. I invested that money so I can learn these things. Challenge to learn a new skill. Discipline, patience, respect for others. Think about this, y'all. Servitude, self-control, teamwork, positive mindset, leadership, inspire better time management. I'm trying to run the play for real. Listening skills. And I told the coach before I paid him my money, I'm not joining Taekwondo for anything other than what I just mentioned. And I literally communicated with him. I'm not interested in practical training to defend myself. Right? That's not why I did it. Of course, that's one of the benefits. Right? As you saw in the fight. That's not why I'm doing it. To relieve stress or anxiety built up on the pressures of everyday life. I'm not trying to learn Taekwondo on how to fight because I'm trying to relieve stress. Right? Some people get into boxing because they want to get away from a specific environment. That's cool, but that wasn't my reason. And I was very intentional about communicating this. Also, I'm not trying to do it because I'm trying to compete and work hard to be a competitor. I'm not trying to learn Taekwondo and become a black belt so I can compete in it. I'm letting them know that up front. Also, I'm letting them know that I wasn't joining Taekwondo because I had self-esteem issues or confidence issues. I wasn't interested in becoming a black belt or green belt or any type of belt investment. And I let them know that I rarely look into having any type of goals past 3 months. Meaning I wasn't trying to sign up to them for 9 months, a year. We're going to do a 3-month plan, and we'll figure out the next play afterwards, right? So I made this document while I'm learning Taekwondo. And I'm documenting the videos. As you can see here, I'm going to show you guys the video of when I got my yellow belt. Remember, I didn't do it for my yellow belt, but I got it. So here's a video of me doing it. That's me. One of the techniques that I had to do. For some reason, the video is going in slow motion. Yeet. Yeah. Let me show a different video. There you go. This one's faster. Yeet. So I'm learning how to remember this was in 2009. I did not know how to do. My knees was trash. I said somebody said the punch. Yo, y'all play too much, man.
Toxic, bro.
Yo, y'all are toxic as hell, bro.
Y'all talking about my anger issues.
Y'all are toxic in the comments. But yeah, I'm learning how to do all these things while learning Taekwondo, right? And then, Maddie Lee. This was in 2019. I never posted it on my page. I posted it on my stories, but now y'all see who didn't see this video what my mindset is at. All right? So, we on the same page. All right, so that's it, y'all. So, what's next? As you guys know, I have a book called The Personal Development Play. For those who want this type of mindset development, want to change their environment, I have a written playbook for $20. The link is in my bio on how to develop your mindset, increase your confidence, increase your environment, your self-awareness. I have a playbook for everything. The playbook play, the link is in my bio. Go to that'stheplay.com for it. All right. If anybody has any questions, you can actually, this is the time to ask, matter of fact. All right. This is the time I spent, an hour on here explaining the situation. I'm probably going to make another video, a shorter video, just to go straight to the point on the story of what happened. Because I'm going to post the video on my page now. I posted my stories, but the stories last 24 hours. I want everybody to learn the lesson that I learned during that fight in that gym. All right, appreciate all the feedback. Amber, thank you so much for that feedback. Even though y'all being toxic in the comments, laughing and making jokes, I appreciate y'all for your engagement. It was funny. It's super funny. I appreciate that. Shout out to Ed, my boy E Diddy. Who else is in here? Sean, what up? Jacoby, DJ Kizzle, Angie. What up? Justin P, my boy. My brother BJ's in here. Big Sexy, what up, Brian? Mahogany, what up? I can't name everybody here. All right, so yeah, y'all heard this story. I'm about to post. Slim, Mr. Smooth like I move. What up, boy? What I'm about to say. As far as fights, y'all, I'll end it with this story. As far as fight, I'll tell y'all a fight story before I leave. I've been in many fights before. I actually got suspended in high school. I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover. And every time I get in a situation, it's because I'm defending myself. Right? And unfortunately, we weren't able to talk it out. Right? So one of my first fights was in high school. I got suspended for something and almost arrested for DTP. For those who don't know, disturbed in peace. And I'm not talking about the group. So I got in a fight and I beat him up. His name was JR. I beat him up. And after the fight, I realized I lost because of how much trouble that I ended up getting into afterwards. Got suspended. I had to miss a class. I had to go to summer school because of it. That's why when I fight, even if it's all self-defense, my biggest fear is the consequences that come after. Right? So ever since then, I was always hesitant. Right? So the next fight that I'm going to talk about, which is the one I want to talk about, was I actually got jumped. I got jumped, y'all, in 2014. 24 years old. I'm 33 now. I got jumped. I'm going to tell y'all the story. Story time. Like, yo, Maddie got jumped? Yes, I got jumped. And it was my fault. So I'm gonna say the names because the story, I'm cool with him now. I'm going to say the name. So I live in Vegas. I'm living in Vegas in 2012 to 2014. And I'm with my boy, couple people, but one of my boys was Jay Bling, but in Vegas, Jay Bling. He's Floyd Mayweather's DJ, main DJ. He's his own DJ, got his own thing going on, but he DJs for Floyd too. So me being in Vegas and me being so cool with Jay Bling allowed me to be cool with Floyd and the Money Team. So anytime Money Team had an event or any type of private birthday or private movie, I'll be in there just off the strength of my relationship with Jay, and then I was able to build a relationship with Floyd and all the playmakers in the Money Team in Vegas, right? So anytime Floyd had a fight, we up. We get all the shine, we get all the club, everything, access, all that, right? So Floyd got a fight with, I think it was Pacquiao fight, right? And of course I get tickets for Jay Bling, but last minute I said, yo, can I get some tickets? And he said, man, I don't know, it's gonna be tough for this fight. You might have to buy it on your own. All right. So I said, I ain't gonna have no issue buying on my own, but I'll wait until last minute to let me know. Right? Last minute, he gets some tickets, and he says he's gonna sell them though. So I meet up with him to get the ticket. We in there, saw the fight, record, everything was fun, and at the end, he asked for the money. In my mind, I'm cool with Jay Bling. In my mind, there's no way he's going to charge me. I thought he was just telling me the price because he wanted the other people I was with to know how much he was charging. But I didn't think he was going to charge me. But he told me, yo, Matt, I need my $1,500 for the ticket. I think it was $1,800. Either $1,500 or $1,800. I need my $1,500 for the ticket. I saw you got in, you used the ticket. I need my $1,500. I'm like, what? Man, I ain't about to give you $1,500. Man, if I had known that you were going to charge me for the fight ticket, I would have finessed my way in there. Somehow, my face card in Vegas is good. I rarely pay for things that most people pay for because of my relationships. So I felt like I got bamboozled to buy a ticket for $1,500 when I knew I was going to be able to get there for free or for the low. So I said, yo, man, I'm not about to give you $1,500. I'm saying this via text in a not serious manner. So he's taking it like, oh, Matt's trying to finesse me. Matt ain't trying to pay me for the ticket. So I said, all right. He calls me mad. Like, bro, I need my $1,500. He was talking to me like straightforward, like we weren't friends. I'm like, what, is he serious? All right, let me go meet up with him. All right, I tell him, but I'm not paying you, but let's just meet up. So I meet up with him. Jay Bling had his cousin and his friend there. Actually, there was 4 people there, right? So I go there thinking everything is cool and copacetic to make my point, tell him my side of the situation, explain myself and why I'm not going to give him $1,500 for the ticket. I go there, we get to arguing. Long story short, I say, yo, I ain't about to give you no money. And I leave, right? I leave, I get in my car. 2 of his boys run up to my car. One comes in, holds me in the chokehold, other one punching me in my head. Bing, bing. I literally thought I was going to die. He was choking me. I couldn't breathe. In the car. I had no movement. I'm in the car just like this. And the crazy thing is somebody took me there. So I'm in somebody else's car. I'm in the passenger seat, sitting in the car, on my phone. I look up. He said, you ain't going to give him the money? You ain't going to give Bling his money? Mind you, one of the dudes that jumped me, I gave him money before. $500 to borrow. Jay Bling's brother. I'm thinking, I'm super cool. I'm like, I would never get jumped by people I know. I got humbled that day. So I'm in the seat. Get put in chokehold, like a real chokehold. I could not breathe. I literally thought I was going to die. And while I was getting choked, I was getting punched by another dude. 2 dudes I know I will beat up on a one-on-one if I wasn't sitting in that seat. Then I was mind blown. Socked me in my eye swelling up. And they get off. They get off me, and they walk off. I was so shocked that I didn't even retaliate. I was like beat up. So I'm in the car, and on top of that, they break the girl's window who took me there. I'm trying to tell the girl, don't worry about your window, I'll pay for it. Leaking, beat up, got jumped. First time in my life getting jumped. Well, second time in my life getting jumped. The first time I got group attacked. I didn't get jumped. They didn't even do nothing to me the first time. Y'all heard that story before, but I'm gonna leave that to another person. So I get home, my eyes start swelling up. I text him. I'm like, yo, that is crazy what you did. I'm not a fighter. I can fight. I'm not a fighter. But I had to take that L. And I'm somebody who's very reflective, and I take accountability. So I took time to say, I was like, dang, he really wanted that money. He really thought I was trying to finesse him. So long story short, I moved from Vegas. I was already on the way out of Vegas to Atlanta, right? I move out. 2 years passed. I'm not cool with Jay Bling because of that, and his brothers, who jumped me. Then one day I thought about the situation again. I took accountability. I'm like, yo, what I did was dead wrong. I should have paid that man his money, even though. Yeah, when you get punched, you humble yourself.
Okay.
Okay. My bad.
I got a little bit of money.
No, but when you're not in the moment, you get a time to reflect, and I have no problem taking accountability. So I said, if he was so mad that they were willing to jump me, that means it was serious. That was the realization I had. I'm like, dang.
You need that money.
And mind you, Jay Bling is not a broke person. Lamborghinis, the first person I seen with a Rolls Royce, he got bread. But he really felt like I was trying to finesse him, right? So my realization was like, dang. And I called him. I apologized. I said, bro, what I did was wrong. I should have gave you the money. And we was cool. He shared that how he was wrong. We became cool again, friends again, right? I took accountability. I apologized. And it felt so good. Because I do not want nobody to hate me. I hate not being liked, right? It's cool not being, like, if somebody doesn't know me, that's a different story. But somebody I rock with, I don't like that feeling, right? So 2 years later, we become copacetic again. We follow each other back on Instagram, liking each other's pictures again, meet up, kicking it, parties, hugs. We back in the motion. He's actually the reason why I moved to Dubai. And y'all don't know this. He invited me. He said, last year, less than a year ago, Floyd had a fight in Dubai. And he made a trip to London first. I was already in London. Jay Bling hit me and said, yo, I'm in London. Where you at? We linked up in London at an event, TMT event. I'm sitting at the table with Jay Bling and Floyd. And after we had a ball, right? After the party, he said, hey, we about to go to Dubai. You should pull up. I said, yeah, bet. Me and my wife, we booked our ticket from London to Dubai. We shot to Dubai. We went to the fight. Front row. We good. And as we were in Dubai, we ended up staying 4 months. So he's actually the reason why I moved to Dubai. Think about how big that play was. Me moving to Dubai, having residency in Dubai was a huge play, life changer for me. But it would never have happened if Jay Bling didn't invite me to Dubai. And that would never have happened if we didn't become friends again after I apologized. There's always the bar, y'all. Y'all listen to these stories. People be looking for the drama. They be looking for They looking for the toxicity. I'm leading you to the real substance of the play. Pay attention. That accountability, that humility allowed us to be able to mend our relationship, do business together again, get invites. He's a playmaker now, right? He tells me to pull up to a place. It ain't just a low-key, it just ain't a low-level place. It was high level, right? And we trade value in that way. He highly respects me. I highly respect him, right? So that's that story. I got jumped. I got beat up. Black eye and everything, all right? What's another time I got in a fight? Oh, I'll tell you another story how I got in a fight. 2009. Oh my! And what's crazy about this is I have a video on YouTube. Get that bicep off my life.
Don't hate.
Yo.
Pick up the weight.
Don't complain. Train, my boy.
Don't get upset. Do more sets.
You got crazy.
I'm out here, bro. I gotta get the car.
All right,
I'll see you in the morning, bro.
All right, bro. All right, back to the story. So 2009, people don't know, I used to throw the biggest parties in LA. From Hollywood, the Valley to the hood. I'm talking about the hood. Where all the 30s, 40s, 50s, 6-0 Crips, 6 Trays, Hoovers, Bounty Killers, Families, PDL, all the hoods from Bloods, Crips, and Hoovers. All the sets. I'm throwing parties in the hoods. Crenshaw and Pico and Western. Oh, yeah. My boy know. La Brea. What streets? Hollywood 2, Sunset, and Gower. Hoods, right? Yeah, Slim No. Long Beach. I was in the hood, right? And hood dudes will come to our parties. And I got to know these hood dudes. I got to know these gangbangers. I used to go by Candyman, yeah. I used to know these gangbangers, and I'll be so cool with some of these 6-0 Crips. I'm like, yo, come to the club. Come to the party. Bro, I can't go to your party, man. You be having Hoovers in there in a club, throwing up gang signs. I ain't about to have that. Yeah. But the motorcycle club, what's that called? I know somebody in here remember the name of the motorcycle club. I forgot. Yeah. Pepper sprayed, gunshots, everything you imagine. I experienced it. Movie. Right? OG Cycles is the name of that motorcycle club that we used to have in the hood. In Watts. Matter of fact, Grape Street used to be in that club, bro. Throwing up their gang signs. They be in the club, throwing on G.O., they be throwing up all the sets, fights, all that, right? So I'm used to that. I know all the gang bangers. I'm good with them, all that, right? One day, I'm at my party, and this dude was throwing up 6-0 Crip. I even though I'm cool with everybody, I was closer to Bloods. I lived in Inglewood on Crenshaw. I lived in Inglewood, y'all. Crenshaw and Century. They're Bloods. And right a couple of streets down, there's the Families, right? With your Bloods. So I was more resonating based on proximity with Bloods, right? Even though I wasn't gang banging, I was gang affiliated based on the fact that I was the top promoter, sub promoter in LA, right? I wasn't the one hosting the party. I'll be the one that get everybody there, right? I used to get paid $5 a head for everybody I brought to the club. But anyways, so there's this dude I know who was he was repping 6-0 Crip. He was repping 6-0 Crip, and I knew he wasn't a Crip. And my ego pressed him about it. I'm like, bro, he was not a Crip. Why are you repping and throwing up 6-0? You're not a Crip. He got so mad, he wanted to square up. It's like, bro, I'm not going to fight you. You're not a Crip, though. I walked off. I ain't catching him and seeing him in the mall, in the Valley. I'm with my boy Jay Creasy. I see him again, and I say again, you not a Crip. Stop throwing up 6-0. I see him in the club, and I see him at the mall, and I say this. Tell me why. He said, hey, he took off his shirt right then and there in the mall, right? I said, bro, come outside. We're going to go outside. So I ain't about to fight in the mall. I went outside. I got a video of this. It's actually on YouTube. It got 14,000 views back in 2008. And it's still up, but I ain't never going to tell nobody where this video is. It's so ungracious. Anyways, we take our shirts off and we square up, right? Of course, I beat him up. Of course. I beat him up, right? And the video was recorded with a sidekick. And in the video, my boy Jay Creasy, who recorded it, he said, man, I got 27 seconds, man, hurry up. I pieced him up, beat him up. And what happened after that? Yeah, that was it. I beat him up. That was the story. So that was one of the fights. And it was because he was repping a gang that I knew he wasn't from. And I was just mad about it. I'm like, yo, stop repping 6-0. Stop doing that. It just pissed me off. And we ended up fighting. All right? I beat him up. So that was that fight. The other time I got in a fight, a dude named JR in high school. Beat him up. I've never lost a fight. I got jumped and beat up from being jumped. But as far as one-on-one, by God's grace, I never lost a fight. And I don't plan on fighting. Again, I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover. I'm just giving you guys the stories since we're on this topic. It's story time. I think another fight. Of course, there's arguments, scuffles. There's rumbles, Royal Rumbles. Ran that play where all of us are in the club scrapping. Yeah, Club Kiss. Yeah, y'all know. What other times? I think that was it. I've been robbed before 3 times. I mentioned that already on another live. Yeah, I think that's it as far as fights. But like I said, I'm a lover, not a fighter. I'm in Taekwondo. I'm not taking classes anymore because I got what I needed from it. But when I was doing Taekwondo, I went to South Korea, got inspired to do Taekwondo and start running the play, and I learned a lot. And I've actually documented some of the things, skills I learned. Taekwondo movements I learned, I documented it. I learned how to do the high block, front kick, roundhouse kick, side kick, all these different kicks. And Taekwondo is primarily kick-based. Of course, there's punches, but it's primarily based on kicks. So in that fight that I had with old dude in the gym, I could have hit him with a crazy roundhouse. I could have. But I wasn't going to do that. I was going to keep it real simple, hit him with the straight, back up, straight if he gets close, bink, bink, bink. If he gets low, uppercut. Keep it simple. And grab him up to end the fight. All right? Again, watch the whole video. If you just coming in, I'm going to put it on my page. Watch the whole video so you understand what happened, why it happened, where it happened, how it happened. All right? I'm out, y'all. Appreciate y'all for tapping in and getting wrapped in.